Yo, hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Volvex. I hope you're having a fantastic day. I'm having a pretty good one myself. The sun is shining and we are back on the channel for another tutorial video. And today's tutorial video, guys, is going to be how to make a banner and profile picture in Photoshop CS6 2017. Now, I know the last one I made was a couple months ago, guys, so we are back here. As you know, my skills have increased and we are back making another one for you guys. The graphics packs I like to use are Timbers 4K, the Ripper pack, and of course my 50 subs graphics pack. Especially download that one. And also be sure to download my graphics template that I use. It will have two visuals, some rectangles, and the layer for the banner creation. Alright, so let's use the Ripper pack. So we're just going to drag it out like so, and we're going to grab this layer and drag it into our graphics template. So there we go, drag it into the middle, and let's go to the text tool, and as we highlight it, it will say the following fonts are missing for text layer, text, blah blah blah. If you have the font, good for you. If not, just click OK. Now we are going to hit Command A, and we're going to go up here, and we are going to use the Eclipse font. You can use whatever font you want. Like I said, guys, all the downloads for this will be in the description below, even this font. So there we go, guys. That's a pretty good size. You can hit Command T to make it bigger or smaller. But what we're going to want to do is go down into Effects. So double click the layer and just unclick Satan. That's all we're going to do for that. Click OK. So there we go. So the next step is going into my 50 subs pack. Just opening this up and going into gradients. For the sakes of this video, guys, I've already went ahead and picked out a gradient that I like. You can use any one you want. You can even use some stocks that you find on the internet, but I'm just gonna use this one because I like it and it's looking pretty cool. So Command T to resize it. There we go. Drag it underneath the rectangles. And again, make sure this is in the middle, so you can just use your arrow keys. Now, the next step is going to be the hardest step of this tutorial, guys. What you're going to want to do, now follow along closely, is right-click text, duplicate layer, hit OK, and go down to the visual, right-click, and duplicate that layer. Now you're going to have your text copy and your visual copy. Drag the visual copy on top, or no, sorry, on the bottom. Hit Command T, resize it, make sure it's just kind of small and that it's, you know, just kind of fitting, just like so. Okay. Now you're gonna want to drag it on top and go, oh no, sorry. You're gonna want to go and create a new layer. Go to the rectangle tool. If not, just right click and make sure that it's on rectangle. Make sure that the color is black and that the opacity is 50%. Click enter. Now you're just going to want to outline this. If it doesn't match perfectly, it doesn't matter. And make sure that the rectangle 2 is on top of the visual copy. Hit shift, right click, make sure they're both selected, and click convert to smart object. So there we go. Now it's all one layer. And next thing you're going to want to do is right click and go to create clipping mask. So there we go, and go to the text copy and right click, and where you see the little eyeball under effects or right beside effects, just click that and make sure all of the effects are off. Now you're going to want to make sure that your layer selection is on rectangle 2 or whatever you have, and click shift and highlight both of them. You're going to want to right click and convert to smart layer object. Put it underneath the text and just kind of use the arrow keys to just kind of make the shadowing look better. If you guys if you don't have a good idea or view of what it looks like, that's what it should look like. If not, comment down in the description below and I will try and help you the best I can. But there you go, so you have something like this. So now what you can do is right click both of them, or shift click and right click, make sure they're both selected, and convert to smart object. This might take a while because there's quite a bit of layers in here. There we go. Alright, so there we go, and guys, I just wanted to quickly mention this. If I'm going a little fast, it's actually because I've actually tried recording this once. I've recorded it, but I failed to record the audio. So 15 minutes of me talking to myself with no recording is pretty fun. So anyway, moving on from that, what you're going to want to do is just go to create new layer, and we're just going to add some little shading. Go to that tool. Make sure it is around anywhere from 35,000 to 20,000. You just want to make sure it is on the size of the banner, and make sure that the hardness is 0 and that the color is black. There we go. Now you're going to want to just command minus, click on the outside and click on the outside. So there we go. That's just kind of some shading. Now we're going to drag the visuals into it. So you can click both the visuals and drag them on top of everything. Make it look good. Now I actually don't know why this is like so... Oh, I know why. Okay, I wasn't done with the step. So you're going to want to go to your shading, and up here under layers where it says normal, left click that and go to overlay. There we go, and you can drag the opacity down if you want, if it's too bright for you guys. I'm going to leave it there. And now I'm going to go to this here. I'm just going to kind of make this a bit darker. There we go, 50%. So now that we are done with the banner, let's move on to the profile picture. Actually guys, I forgot one step. I forgot to show you how to edit the text, just in case if you download this file when it's done, you'll know how to edit the text. So right here where the little square is, you're going to want to left click twice on that, and click OK. Give it a second, and under text, you're just going to want to go to the text, highlight that and put your name in. Make sure it's inside the box, Command T, and then you're going to want to double click on the rectangle too, click OK, and then edit this. Make sure they are they're both the same, Volvex. There we go. Hit Command Save, and you can exit out of this. There we go. So now you have both of them saying your name, and you're just going to drag the shading underneath. Make sure that it's sized and that it's both good at the same size. And there we go. Then you just gotta hit Command S, save it. But just because this is a tutorial video, I'm not gonna do that because I want to keep the file. So there we go. So now we are done. So let's move on to the profile picture. Alright, so the presets you're going to want are 800 by 800 pixels. Make sure the resolution is 72 pixels and that the background content is transparent. Click OK, and now this is the easy part, guys. You're gliding from here. All you gotta do, oopsies, is go to text and drag that in there and do the same thing, but this time go to visuals and drag that in there. And last one, you're gonna go to the two visuals, select them and drag them in there. So there we go. Make sure that your text is in the middle. You know, make sure that the visual is on the screen. Let's just go Command T. Make sure that it all fits. That's pretty good. We'll actually drag it in a little more. There we go. You can make sure you can hit Command T on the text layer and just resize it to whatever you want. Just whatever you like. There we go. That's looking pretty good. Now the last thing that I do, guys, sometimes is make kind of a little out layer. So go to the tool right there. Make sure the size is 40 and that the hardness is 100%. And you're just going to want to go to your layer that you selected. Around the outsides, just click, shift, and drag. Again, click, shift, and drag. Click, shift, and drag. And one more time, click, shift, and drag. And then make one more layer. Go to the same tool, but this time make it a little bigger. So 180, hardness is 0 this time. And make sure that the color is white. and you're just gonna want to do that around the outsides. Actually, I'm just gonna do it on the top right hand corner just because, and make sure that it is an overlay. You know, you can do that some more. And there we guys, there you go guys, you have it. You have a banner and profile picture made by me. Again, all of the links will be in the description below. I've had enough of this. If you want any free graphics, any banners or profile pictures for your very own YouTube channel, make it look professional, go to my website, Forbidden Designs, link in the description below. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, official Volvex, and the real Volvex on Twitter. Other than that, subscribe if you're new, and I hope you're having a fantastic day. See you in the next one.
And this is what she told me. Gotta add something.
If you wanna be with me, nothing from nothing leaves nothing. You gotta have something.
Gotta add something.